first of all, I think it would be amiss if we didn't touch very quickly on this impressive looking beast behind you.
Yeah, isn't it impressive? It is a truck cabriolet, and it's built by a man called Swempa, and he started to build these kind of special edition vehicles already in 1982. And he's sponsored by Scania, and he has a lot of projects, and despite his age of 72, he is still very creative, and he has a lot of new projects on the go as well. This particular unit has been traveling around the world. It came from China now, and in actual fact there were a lot of Chinese who wanted to buy it, but it's not for sale. But it has been in South Africa now, in Durban. It had a show, and also at Alroad outside Johannesburg, and now it's here.
Certainly in the looks department it looks amazing, but it's also very, very impressive under the hood, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It has a 1,000 horsepower engine, and it has a top speed of over 200 kilometers an hour, and it can do 1 to 100 in 5 seconds.
Have you done that?
No, I haven't.
But you'd like to, I'm sure.
Yeah, that would be funny. But
that would certainly blow your hair back without the roof.
Yeah.
Now the question is, of course, that's not very necessarily environmentally friendly, and one of your big things here was your new ecolution.
Yeah, that's true. It's not here for the environment as such, but it catches a lot of interest, and it's important that we also show that this industry can be sexy. It attracts young people to the industry also.
Well, I certainly think this truck is definitely going to have a lot of showgoers flocking around it during the course of the show. Christopher, you've got a whole range of our trucks here which have got fantastic Nordic god designs on it. They look stunning, but one of the other things on your stand is of course your new mining truck.
Yeah, this is a new mining truck, and we have created a new mining division, and so we are focusing on the mining in Southern Africa, where we are convinced that we can have achieved the same success as we have done in other parts of the world like Indonesia and Brazil, with competing against the ADTs, yellow equipment, in mines. And this particular truck will be delivered to a mine in Botswana, and it happens to be the number 28,000 delivered to Southern Africa since we started.
Very impressive indeed. Yeah. Okay, so Christopher, your latest offering to the transport industry is very much your ecolution package.
You know that we introduced Euro 3 in 2003. We have sold Euro 4s, big numbers now, 25 trucks, and the 143 BRTs plus 44 new in buses in Durban. And we have in actual fact also sold Euro 5s to some customers in South Africa. And Sweden has introduced Euro 6 recently. It was as the first manufacturer in the world. But all these Euro levels, that is a decrease of NOx emissions and particulates, which has decreased between Euro 1 and 6 between close to 100%. But the CO2 emissions are still there, and the only way to address that is either to decrease fuel consumption or to go for alternative, commercially viable, renewable fuels. But the driver is very important. A bad driver and a good driver, the difference can be 20% in fuel consumption. So ecolution is an umbrella for a lot of driver support, which is driver training, instant driver feedback while he's driving, and driver feedback afterwards, where if a customer buys the ecolution, then we will sit down with them and analyze how they have been driving. And on the maintenance side, we focus particularly on fuel consumption and to optimize the vehicle with tire pressure and tire angles and things like that.
So that overall ecolution package very much helping to try and improve the environment, something we certainly need here in South Africa. But I think now, while the designer of this truck is here, we should maybe have a chat with him. Now we're joined by Jan Richter, the designer of this awesome beast. Jan, I have to ask you the very first question, simply why?
Why? Well, simply because we want to build an eye catcher on a now out of production, really fancy truck, the T-bonnet, the Scania T. So 10 years ago we had the vision of building a really powerful truck, and here you have it.
Now, of course, it's not just about the power underneath the bodywork of this thing, but it's also about the overall the look and the feel, isn't it?
Absolutely, but surely an homage to the designer at Scania, which I started with, and doing this compilation with different products, and you see the side skirts modification to enhance the power of this truck and really giving it this vision we have here is fulfilled in this concept truck now.
Now, we spoke to Christopher a little while ago, who said that he hasn't been that fast in this truck, but as the designer, quite sure you have.
Absolutely. It's an awesome power, and it's keep on pushing and pushing, and we reached 207 kilometers an hour, and it's really hard on the brakes, but it stands well. It's got 1,000 horsepower, possibly Christopher, I told that to you, and the torque curve over 4,000 foot-pounds. 4,000 foot-pounds, so it's quite impressive and really hard to get a grip on the surface.
Very, very impressive indeed. And in terms of some of the design work that you get to put into these special projects, is there anything that we're likely to see in future trucks, do you think?
It could, absolutely. We're working with the research department, technically wise, to give some approach around the aerodynamics also, and even the engine configurations. But the main design, surely, about the color combinations, what attracts the eye, the older, the younger, to get a more powerful feeling and approach for the brand, for Scania. Absolutely. So it will complement each other. We're good with the contemporary design you see here. This is in fact built on an old school tradition, typical American hot rod with a genuine Swedish feeling on it, and really being aware of the Scania brand. Absolutely.
Jan, thank you very much for bringing yourself and this amazing piece of machinery out to South Africa. We hope you've enjoyed your stay.